People always say, don't eat anything sweet before bed, and that sounds logical, especially after age 45, when sleep, sugar, and digestion can feel more sensitive. But here is the surprising question. What if one small sweet habit at night does not act like candy at all? What if it behaves differently inside the body because it comes with fiber and minerals, not just sugar? Tonight, we are testing one simple idea. Eat 2 dates before bed for 7 nights and observe what changes. A common large date, around 24 grams, has about 66 calories, around 18 grams of carbohydrate, about 1.6 grams of fiber, and minerals like potassium and magnesium. 2 dates are still a small portion, but they are not empty calories. They are a real food package. Now the real curiosity is this: while you sleep, your body is not switched off. It is repairing, balancing hormones, and resetting energy for tomorrow. So what happens during the night after 2 dates, and what might you feel after 7 days? Before we begin, tell me in the comments, do you usually eat dates in the morning or at night? And stay to the end, because the last benefit is the one most people never connect with sleep. First, let's talk about sleep quality, because this is the most relatable problem. Many adults over 45 fall asleep, but they do not stay asleep. They wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, and the mind turns on like a light switch. 2 dates may support sleep in a gentle, indirect way because they bring magnesium, vitamin B6, and a small amount of carbohydrate. Magnesium is involved in muscle and nerve function, and it also plays a role in processes important for normal heart rhythm. When the nervous system is less tight, the body can settle. Vitamin B6 supports the body's work with neurotransmitters, which are brain chemicals that affect mood and calmness. And the carbohydrate part is interesting. A small amount of carbohydrate at night may help tryptophan move into the brain more easily, which is part of the body's natural relaxation pathway that supports sleep rhythms. This does not mean dates are a sleeping pill. It means they may support the conditions that make sleep easier for some people. After 7 days, some viewers notice they feel more relaxed in bed, and they wake up feeling slightly less wired. And if you are thinking, but it is still sweet, you are right. So we will talk about moderation in a moment. However, sleep is only the beginning. Number 2, let's talk about blood sugar stability, because this is where fear is strongest. Many people believe any sweet food at night must be bad. Here is something surprising most people do not realize. Research has measured the glycemic index of several date varieties, and they were found in a low glycemic index range. In one study, the reported glycemic index range was about 46 to 55 in healthy subjects and about 43 to 53 in people with type 2 diabetes. The study also reported that eating those dates did not result in significant post-meal glucose excursions in the diabetic participants studied. Why can this happen? Because dates are not just sugar. They also contain fiber, and fiber slows down the absorption speed. That matters at night because some adults wake up from a drop feeling, like low energy or hunger, especially if dinner was early. A small portion like 2 dates may help some people feel steadier through the night, with less crash and crave feelings. But let's be very clear, dates still contain natural sugars, so if you have diabetes, you should monitor your morning readings and talk with your health professional if needed. The goal is not to ignore sugar. The goal is to understand how real foods behave inside the body. If you are watching right now, comment one word, morning or night. When do you personally eat dates? This helps the community because many people use them in different ways, and your comment can help someone else choose a safer routine. Number 3, let's talk about digestion, because for many people over 45, the morning bathroom routine decides the mood of the whole day. Dates are known for fiber, and fiber is not just for going. Fiber supports stool softness and movement through the gut. Even while you sleep, the gut still works, just a bit slower. Now here is a strong piece of real evidence. A randomized controlled crossover human study gave healthy volunteers about 7 dates per day, roughly 50 grams, for 21 days. And the researchers found a significant increase in stool frequency, with stool types recorded around 3 to 4 on the Bristol stool chart, and no signs of diarrhea. Your experiment is smaller, only 2 dates, and shorter, only 7 days, so results may be milder, but many people still notice less constipation, less straining, and a more comfortable morning. One simple tip makes this work better. Drink a little water after the dates, because fiber works best when it has fluid. If constipation is a big issue for you, this alone can be a reason to try the 7-day test. Number 4. Let's talk about heart support during sleep. When you sleep, heart rate often slows down, and the body focuses on regulation and repair. 2 key minerals in dates are potassium and magnesium. The American Heart Association explains that potassium can help manage blood pressure by reducing the effects of sodium. It helps the body lose more sodium through urine, and it also helps ease tension in blood vessel walls. Magnesium, according to the NIH Office of Dietary Supplements, plays a role in transporting ions like calcium and potassium across cell membranes, which is important for nerve impulse conduction, muscle contraction, and normal heart rhythm. Now, 2 dates are not a medicine, and they are not a treatment for high blood pressure. But as a small nightly habit, they can add a little potassium and magnesium to your day in a natural way, especially for people who do not eat enough fruits. One important safety note: if you have kidney disease or you take medicines that affect potassium, you should ask your doctor before increasing potassium-rich foods. That is not fear, that is smart prevention. Now the 5th benefit is the one most people do not expect, and it is about the brain. Many adults think sleep is only rest, but during sleep, the brain does cleaning work. The University of Rochester Medical Center describes a waste-flushing system in the brain, often called the glymphatic system, and explains that it is primarily active during sleep. In simple words, your brain clears out byproducts that build up during the day, and that cleaning is linked with why sleep feels restorative. So where do dates connect? Not as a miracle cure, but as support for better sleep and better nutrition, which can support the body's nighttime recovery. Dates contain vitamin B6, and they also have plant compounds studied for antioxidant activity, including polyphenols and flavonoids. This does not mean 2 dates protect you from memory decline by themselves. But it does connect to a bigger truth: when sleep improves even a little, brain recovery processes can work better. That is why a small habit can matter, not because it is magical, but because it helps the whole night routine become healthier. And for many people over 45, the routine is the real medicine. Now, let's do a simple recap in plain words. If you eat 2 dates before bed for 7 days, you may notice slightly easier relaxation, steadier nighttime energy, and a better morning digestion routine. Mainly because dates bring fiber plus minerals like potassium and magnesium, and vitamin B6. Research shows several date varieties have a low glycemic index range, and a human study using higher daily date intake showed increased stool frequency over time. But your result depends on your body, your dinner timing, your water intake, and your overall diet. The most important rule is moderation, because dates are still sweet. So 2 dates is the test, not 5, not 10. Now, I want to hear from you. Would you try 2 dates before bed for 7 nights? Yes or no? And if you already do it, what have you noticed in your sleep or digestion? Write your age range too, like 45 plus, 55 plus, or 65 plus, because your experience can help someone in the same stage of life. If you found this video useful, please subscribe, because we test simple food habits with real science and practical safety, without exaggeration. And remember, the best health routine is not the one that sounds impressive. It is the one you can actually do every day.